So in your Wall Street career, you've been a tough person. Sometimes you're willing to say to people they're wrong. Where did you get this element of toughness? Was it from your parents, from your college friends? Where did you get the idea of being tough and standing up to people who are disagreeing with you sometimes?
I've always been incredibly competitive. I just over the weekend heard a story about Caitlin Clark, that she, when the day that her brother learned to ride a bike, she took off our training wheels and rode the bike. I did the same thing with my brother. Very competitive. I'm not nearly as talented as she is, of course, but I'm certainly as competitive as she is. And I think it was growing up in, a small house with 6 people with 1 bathroom, where you just were throwing elbows. And you learned that you had to sort of be tough to get ahead, and that it also helped to be sort of contrarian.
To succeed in Wall Street,
Yeah.
what skills do you need? You need to be somebody that claws people in the back, people that you have to be tough, you have to be fighting people all the time. What are the skills that really take to succeed in Wall Street?
Great question. Of course you have to work hard. So I can tell you what I found for me, and it's probably counterintuitive. I had to stick out, which is interesting because I made the decision earlier. Being really the only woman, I already stuck out, and I thought I might as well double down on that. I can't hide. So how did I do that? It was by being a contrarian. And I refused as a research analyst to ever publish research reports that said me too. That said, oh, IBM reported earnings, they came in 2 cents ahead. One of the pennies was currency, the other penny was lower G&A, blah, blah, blah. Forget it. Big calls on big stocks. My very first piece of research I published was very negative at a time nobody did it. I stood the heck out. And when I was right, that elevated me. And David, I've done that as a research analyst, but I did it in business as well. Here's a business strategy. If everything's fine, just keep your head down and execute. But there'll be points in your life when you see, such as when I was at Sanford Bernstein and said we are in the, people are in a conflicted investment banking and research business, let's get out. Or at Ellevest, where the whole industry is really mostly focused, without knowing it, on serving men. Let's be the one that serves women. Every once in a while you have a big insight and you can build an entire business, in fact an entire industry around it.